All right, welcome everybody. All right, now that we're recording, we're going to begin. My name is Derek Brenchley. I am the Deputy Director of Elections here at the Office of the Lieutenant Governor. Real quickly, we're going to go through the agenda. This shouldn't take long. We're going to go over what is the Master Ballot Position List. We're going to do a quick explanation of how we're going to randomize the list, and we're going to do one demonstration of it to kind of go through the steps. And then we will actually go through the process another time for the final selection, the official selection. And then GoToMeeting, there's opportunity to ask questions through the chat, or if you're joining by phone, you can also ask questions via phone, and then conclude. So we'll just begin right here. What is the Master Ballot Position List? It's essentially a random alphabet that determines the order of candidates on the ballot for the next two election cycles for this year, 2020, and the municipal year, 2021. After the list is established today, the candidates are ordered based on their surnames. If two candidates have surnames starting with the same letter, essentially we'll go down each subsequent letter in the surname and apply the list to the letters. So for example, if two last names started with the letter B, we would then look to the next letter in the surname and apply the list there. And of course, if those letters are identical, then we'll move on to the third, fourth, et cetera, et cetera. However, if two candidates have the same surname, say for example, we have two candidates with the last name of Smith or Anderson, essentially we will apply the Master Ballot Position List to the candidates' first or given names. For tickets, specifically president and vice president and governor and lieutenant governor, Utah law specifies that we apply the Master Ballot Position List to the governor and the president's last names rather than the vice president or lieutenant governor. So here's a quick explanation of how we're going to select the Master Ballot Position List. And we will be showing you the spreadsheet here very shortly, so we'll go over it right here now, but we'll go through a demonstration to kind of show you, and then after the demonstration, kind of a test run, we'll do it officially. So essentially, each letter in the alphabet is associated with a random number between 0 and 1. And we get this random number by using the RAND function in Microsoft Excel. Basically, to inject a little bit more randomness into this process, we're going to simulate the rolling of two dice to essentially determine how many times we're going to randomize these functions. So to simulate the rolling of the dice, we're going to use a RAND between function between 2 and 12 because those are the possible outcomes of two dice rolls. And so this RAND between function will give us a number between 2 and 12, and those are inclusive, so 2 or 12 could be included. And so, for example, if we get 8, then we're going to randomize those numbers 8 times. After the random functions have been randomized, the set number of times, those values associated with the letters will determine the Master Ballot Position List. So once we've permanently retained those values, we'll essentially sort smallest to largest, and it will reorder the letters according to their associated values, and that will be the Master Ballot Position List. So like I said, we're going to go through one quick demonstration. This is not the official Master Ballot Position List, but it's one of those things that's better shown rather than told. So we're going to use Microsoft Excel here. We'll delete that. So as you can see, we have a RAND function associated with each letter of the alphabet here. And of course, what Microsoft Excel does is every time we make changes to the spreadsheet, so let's say I put a 1 in, you'll notice that these functions are changed. So like I said, we're going to simulate a dice roll using the function RAND between. 2 is our lowest possible of a dice throw of 2 die, and 12 is the highest. And this will give us a number between 2 and 12, including 2 and 12. And we'll use that number to to basically randomize these functions here. So we get the number 4. We're going to randomize these numbers on the left 4 times. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So we have our random functions here, each associated with a letter. And we'll copy these functions, we'll copy their values, and we'll essentially sort from smallest to largest. And what this will do is just rearrange the alphabet. Okay. So let's do this one more time. Oh, any questions before we do the official selection? There's chat, and you can also, if you're joining by phone, you can also ask your questions by phone. Okay. All right. So we're going to use our rand_between function. This will determine how many times we are going to randomize the rand functions here. And again, this is the official selection. I'm going to press enter. 2 times. So twice we are going to randomize. Once, twice. So there is our official values. I'm going to copy. Now I'm pasting the values here because whenever I make a change in the spreadsheet, when I paste these here, it will change the random functions on the far left. But as you can see, we are pasting these values. You can see that they line up here. So I'm going to paste these values so they don't change. We'll delete these because they no longer serve a function. And now we're going to sort from smallest. Let's move my little thing here. We're going to do a custom sort. We're going to sort by paste values here, order smallest to largest. And there is our Master Ballot Position List for 2020-2021. Oh, a question here is, does Amy Winder-Newton count as a W or an N? That is an excellent question. That's for a lot of candidates who have hyphenated names. We reached out to the candidate, and she considers her last name start with Winder, so we use W. We count that as the surname. So our Master Ballot Position List starts with P, U, Z, E, K, W, B, D, N, O, A, S, R, J, F, V, C, M, Q, H, I, Y, G, X, L, T. Now we will be issuing a formal certificate. This will be posted on our website. We will also post it on social media. Again, this recording will also be posted to our YouTube video. So of course, the list will be distributed after this recording. So going back, questions and comments for the public. We'll just give a minute or so if you have any questions in the chat or via phone. Okay, so if you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Our number is 801-538-1041, or you can email elections@utah.gov. Again, the phone number is 801-538-1041. Thanks so much, everybody.